Hello, boys and girls. All right, I will admit that today's lesson is a little bit tricky. In fact, I may even do all 4 pages with you today. I just want to say that this is one particular strategy that you can use in order to subtract. We're going to be making 10 in order to subtract. There are other ways that you may feel is easier for you. And so we'll do this page together, but just recognize that this just may not be a strategy that you will choose to use now. I think as you get older, you will recognize that this is a good strategy, but it's a little bit complicated right now. So listen carefully and try to stay with me. All right, so it says that there are 13 coconuts on the island. 7 of the coconuts roll into the ocean. How many coconuts are left on the island? Well, we're going to make 10 in order to subtract 13 minus 7. So, from watching that video, I thought the video was very helpful in recognizing that in order to split this 7 into 2 add-ins, then we need to start here with a 3. So 3 plus something equals 7, and that's 4. 3 plus 7 equals 4. So if we subtract 3 from the 13, that gives us our 10. That's where we're making our 10. So then we can subtract 4 from 10 in order to find the answer. So when you look at this little formula here, we have a 3 in this box and a 4 in this box. So we're subtracting 3 from 13 and we're subtracting 4 from 10 in order to come to our final conclusion that 13 minus 7 equals 6. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next page. Okay, so subtract. First, you're going to take apart a number to make 10. So this is the number that we're going to take apart. This is where we're making the 10. Oh, I lost my pen again. Okay, so we're taking apart the 9, and we're also taking apart the 16. So 16 minus 6 is going to give us our 10. And now we have to use that 6 in order to break apart this 9. So 6 plus 3 equals 9. So now we've subtracted the 6. Remember, now we're going to subtract the 3 from 10. So 10 minus 3 equals 7. So 16 minus 9 equals 7. Okay, so again, let's look now down here at number 1. So if we've got a 12 here, 12, the 2 is in the 1's place, so we have to put a 2 here. 2 plus what equals 7? Yeah, 5. Okay, so now we're going to take that 2 away from the 12 and get our 10. And then we're going to start with the 10 and we're going to subtract this other number here, 5. 10 minus 5 equals 5. So 12 minus 7 equals 5. Okay, let's look at this one. 15 minus 6. Okay, the 5 is in the 1's place here for this 10. So we're going to make this 5 in this box. Okay, because we've got a 5 in the 1's place here in this bigger number. So 5 plus what equals 6? Yeah, 1. So now we're going to take that 5 away from the 15 so that we get our 10. And now we're going to subtract from the 10 this 1 right here. Okay, so we've subtracted 5 here and we're subtracting the 1 down here. So 10 minus 1 equals 9. So 15 minus 6 equals 9. So It says, explain how you can make a 10 to find 13 minus 7. Okay, well, we're going to make a 10 here by subtracting 13 minus 3 equals our 10. So now we're going to break this 7 into a 3. 3 plus what equals 7? Yeah, 4. So then 10 minus the 4 equals 6. So 13 minus 7 equals 6. All right. Now, as I said, we're going to go ahead and do the next page together. Okay. So go ahead and get out from your papers, or just get a scratch piece of paper if your math paper is not handy, because I know you were expecting me to have this on a Nearpod for you to do. In fact, I think I'll still include that. I'm going to go over this and you just watch me, and then you can do the Nearpod on your own. Okay, if we're subtracting 17 minus 9, okay, we've got, lost my pen, and I'm getting a text message. I'm going to ignore that text message because I don't want to start this recording over. All right, so we're going to put a 7 in this box because 7's in the ones place right here in this number, because that means 17 minus that ones number to get our 10. 17 minus 7 equals our 10. So now we've got to find out what goes in this box, because 9 minus 7 equals 2. Or if you want to think about it, it's 7 plus 2 equals 9. Now we're putting 10 here. 10 minus, okay, this is the one we have to subtract now, 2. 10 minus 2 equals 8. So 17 minus 9 equals 8. Okay. Now 12. There's a 2 here, so we have to put a 2 in this box, and we're going to subtract 2 from the 12. Okay, 12. Oh, here, I'm sorry. We have to find out what goes in this box right here. 2 plus what equals 8? It's 6. Okay, so that means we're going to subtract 6 from this number. 12 minus 2 makes 10. So now we're going to start with our 10 and subtract the 6. That gives us 4. So 12 minus 8 equals 4. All right. 11 minus 5. Okay, we're going to put a 1 here. We're also going to subtract that 1 from the 11 to make our 10. 1 plus what equals 5? 4. Good. So now we're going to start with our 10, and we're going to subtract 4, because we already subtracted the 1. Okay, 10 minus 4 equals 6. So 11 minus 5 equals 6. All right. 14 minus 7. 4 has to go here, and 4 is what we're going to subtract from the 14. 4 plus what equals 7? Yeah, 3. So we're going to subtract 3 here, and 14 minus 4 gives us our 10. Now we're going to start with 10 and subtract 3, and that gives us 7. 14 minus 7 equals 7. Hey, did anybody think about the doubles? 7 plus 7 equals 14. Maybe you already knew the answer was 7 because you used doubles in order to subtract. See, that's just one more strategy. Okay. All right, turn your paper over, and it says Carly has 13 hats. She gives 8 of them away. How many hats does she have left? So here's what we're trying to find. I'll get my pencil. We're trying to find 13 minus 8 equals blank. All right, so if we're going to subtract 3 from 13, to give us our 10. Now we have to subtract 10. Start with 10, and we're going to subtract what other number? If we have already subtracted 3, 8, let's put it up here because I don't have room to put underneath. 8, 8 minus 3 equals, what would the other number be over here? 3 plus what equals 8? 5. Good. So 10 minus 5 equals 5. So 13 minus 8 equals 5. 5 hats. Okay, there are 18 seahorses swimming in a group. 9 of the seahorses swim away. How many seahorses are still swimming in the group? You know what? Let's don't make 10. I see this is a double right here. Let's think about our doubles. Okay. Remember that 9 plus 9 equals 18. So 18 minus 9 equals 9. Okay, so for me, that one, making a double, was a faster and easier way for me to solve that. Okay, making 10, which is what we've been doing on these pages, that's just another strategy. Takes a little practice right now to grasp it, but eventually that might be something you like also. All right, and so down here, the right part at the bottom, how do you take apart a number to subtract? Explain. Well, no, sometimes it's just so hard to put this in words. Yeah, I just don't think that it's the best thing right now for me to explain that. I'd rather show you, and that's not what they're asking. So we're just not going to do that written part. If we were in class and we could discuss it together, that would be great. But I would want to hear what you have to say, and I can't do that in this recording. So there you have it. So as I said, I will go ahead and leave those slides on the Nearpod if you want to try it on your own. And I think if you know, a good try would be something I would recommend, but I don't want you to get all crazy if it's too difficult for you to try and do on your own. Okay, Mrs. Alley and I will understand, but we'd like for you to try. All right, until tomorrow. Bye bye.